Hi everyone, big update. Last year I caught some single wood knocks on some time lapse video. Time lapse is when the cameras are set to come on for like 20 seconds every 10 minutes in a 3 hour period, for example. Back then the cameras were set to alternate. Now they're set to synchronize so that I can triangulate and locate where the sounds are coming from. On December 3rd at 6:15 a.m., we got something. Let's take a look. Okay, real quick, if you follow that straight line down when the noise hit, you can see some lower frequency components to that. That's important. Also note that it's about a half a second wide. And here's the next camera. Okay, you notice this one is much wider looking than the other one, showing it had a further distance to travel to the camera. And it also still has a low frequency component. You can almost see some of the line down there. Now, I didn't catch that with the third camera. Now, some of that could have been the geography, or very well was probably the furthest camera from the sound. Now, it's not hard to imagine big tree leaning on another one, and big branch break and pop, making a sound like that, or a big old tree fall that has been laying there and cracking and crumbling under its own weight or something. So I decided before I go out and start moving more cameras into a different area where the noise is coming from that I better do my own little research. So I set out in the woods around the area I live and decided to set up my trail cam so I could do a little sound testing. So I go down and I start banging on trees from different distances, and now I wasn't able to use the same cameras that made the recordings as they're still out in the field, but it still gives a real good idea. After all, there are many variables. We got different trees, different wood, different weather. And how about some branch breaks? I was going to try to get some big ones here. Now let me show you some results visually before you hear them. Okay, the first 5 that you see there, those are branch breaks. Notice that when you get down to the lower frequencies below that 1,000 there, it gets kind of weak. There's no real low frequency oomph to it. The 3 bright ones there are home runs in a loop. They're all 3 the same home run. Okay, and then there's 2 more after the home runs. Those are 500 feet test hits that I did. Real wimpy it looks like. And then the last 2, that is the December 3rd knock that was recorded on 2 cams. Okay, here we go. Quite honestly, when I hear that, the December 3rd knocks at the end sound more like the home run hit to me. I also think that they show enough of that low frequency oomph that it's not a tree branch break. Let's talk distance from the cameras. First, 500-foot test. And now the December 3rd hit. 500 feet, a little wide, but the other ones are definitely a little wider, especially that second one because it was further from the sound source. So the best I can tell is that sound came from about 500 feet up this canyon. I think it might have been down in the canyon a little bit where the grove of trees are, because it would make more sense on why the third camera didn't pick up the sound. This is quite interesting, and I'm going to keep the camera synchronized so I can triangulate the sounds and put some trail cameras in position to catch some things. When I return there, I'm going to have cameras rolling and squatch up that area there and see what we can find. So subscribe. Okay.